Couldn't be me. Couldn't have happened to me. Orlando Brown. I can't believe you just got beat up by Brandy's brother. All right, Ray J. Orlando Brown. That boxing match, I just watched half of it. I couldn't really fully interact with the thing. I got to go to work in a minute. But what I saw for it, all right, somebody, I like to interact with my people. So somebody tell me how old these guys are. Ray J, I'm pretty sure he's older than me. I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, that I'm older than Orlando Brown. How old am I? I'm 43 years old, all right? And what did I see on this video? These guys are not in shape. No, they cannot box. I am not dissing, but they prove something to me, man, just watching this video and seeing the reaction of people who watch this video. They prove to me that lean is law. Lean is law. Anybody that's been watching fitness stuff lately, you know what lean is law means, all right? And a lot of people will say you're judging and this and that and the third. Everybody judges a book by its cover, especially the people that say that, all right? Everybody does, all right? So one of the most healthy things you can do for your body, and I ain't talking about becoming some bodybuilder, IFBB pro, unhealthy roid user. I'm talking about just getting yourself in shape. You know what I'm saying? I'm 43 years old, all right? I just turned 43 about a week ago, all right? And a lot of people say, yeah, it's more easier for some than others, all right? These guys are, I don't know where on the celebrity list you might put these guys. I know they're not at their peak, but it doesn't take money to get in shape, all right? A lot of people think that because somebody is famous or somebody is halfway rich or used to be rich, because I'm pretty sure they got a bag for this, I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, all it takes is a little more good and a little less bad. What do I mean by that? We live in America. We celebrate everything with food. When we go out, we eat, we drink. We have extra amount of calories and we don't even count them and we don't even burn them off. And a lot of people will say, oh, it's easier for some people. Some people have a faster metabolism. Oh, I tried everything. I guarantee you didn't try this. Track your calories accurately, or as accurately as possible. It's simple math. I would say start off with your body weight. Let's say you weigh 200 pounds, right? If you're trying to lose weight, most people that try to lose weight, they go on these weight loss journey, they weigh way more than 200 pounds. I used to weigh 275. Right now, I'm 172.5. All right, something like that, right? So a lot of people don't understand this simple math trick. It's not really a trick. It simplifies things. You take 200 pounds, right? You multiply that 200 pounds by 15, right? 200 pounds times 15 is what? Like 3,000 calories? So you eat less than 3,000 calories and you work your way down to eating less than 15 times that 200. 14 times, 13 times, 12 times. When you get advanced, you'll be eating 10 times that much. 10 times your body weight in calories. All right? So if you're weighing 200 pounds, you'll be eating 2,000 pounds. Now, of course, your body is going to go lower in weight. So you're not going to eat 2,000 pounds. Let's say you get down to 180. You're eating 1,800 calories. A lot of people think that's too low because, you know, I thought everybody was supposed to eat 2,000 calories. You thought wrong. That's an average. All right? That's an average maintenance calories for what people used to be. People are way heavier now than they used to be. The maintenance calories of somebody who weighs 300 pounds is not no 2,000 calories. It's probably more like 5,000 or 6,000 calories. Because the average American is eating 5,000 or 6,000 calories a day, And they don't, a lot of people hear me say that and they automatically disagree with me. They automatically cut the video off right there. They don't want to hear no more from it. They don't want to hear nothing. There ain't no way I'm eating 5,000 calories. There's no way you're eating 5,000 calories. Did you ever track your daily calories? And I'm not dissing. I'm just saying. Let's say you eat the traditional breakfast. Bacon, eggs, sausage, toast or pancakes cereal. You know, if you eat a big ass breakfast like that, which a lot of people do, a lot of people don't. A lot of people eat that size of food later on throughout the day. You know, they go get some McDonald's or something later at lunchtime. They're not a breakfast person. They eat that much at lunch. But a lot of people that eat that at breakfast also eats that at lunch. You're probably eating 1,500 calories at breakfast. You got orange juice and milk and all that. Like eating sauces, your syrup, all that, you know what I'm saying? 1,500 calorie breakfast, give or take. 1,500 calorie lunch, give or take. You're already at 3,000. You have another 1,500 calories at dinner. That's what, 4,500? Oh, you said 5,000 or 6,000. Yeah, because people eat in between. People drink their calories. People drink sodas. People drink 300 calories in a soda and like it's nothing and don't even move. And speaking on moving, well, what do? We supposed to go in the gym and just go crazy and start running it? No, don't do that. I'm telling you the easy way to start. Start walking. Start walking. I would say a good beginner goal. I'm not saying start off at 10,000 steps a day. 10,000 steps a day is very easy to me. I get 10,000 steps on accident. You know what I'm saying? I move throughout the day. Every hour I'm moving. You don't have to go crazy. You just gotta, in my opinion, you just gotta move every waking hour. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to move much. If I move 10 minutes per hour, and let's say I'm woke 10 hours, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's 24 hours in a day. I'm not getting 14 hours of sleep. Let's say I'm woke 15 hours. I'm just throwing out some math. If I move 10, that's 150 minutes. I'm walking like 10 miles a day. I check my tracker. Just, you know, you could easily download a step counter. You don't gotta have a fancy one. You don't have to have all the crazy stuff. You ain't gotta have a paid one. You just get the free one. And then start gamifying it, all right? Just walk with whatever you're comfortable with today. I'm not telling you what to do. Talk to a doctor. I'm not your coach. You're not paying me. I don't know you from a can of paint. No disrespect, but here's a can of paint. Here's you. I don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? I never met you. I don't know your goals. I don't know where you're at. I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? You do. You know what I'm saying? So if you can, in my opinion, if I was in your shoes, what I would do is work my way up to 10,000 steps. And then once 10,000 steps gets easy, I would gamify it. I would be like, you know, I want to make a goal. I want to make a new goal. What if I do 12,000? What if I do 15,000? What if I, you know, start working my way to 20-something thousand? I'm usually getting 20,000 or more steps a day. If I go for, I'm pushing it, I've got like 30,000 and some steps in some days that I tracked. Days that before I was tracking, I know I probably got 40,000 steps in a day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a little bit easier for us non-celebrities because we work. You know what I'm saying? And different people work at different jobs. Yeah, you might work at in an office. You might have a cubicle or something like that. But if you get up and move every few minutes, you know, do some air squats, you know what I'm saying? You know, because that'll help you with mobility too, because you don't want to just sit there in front of a computer like this all day. That's not healthy. That's not ergonomically healthy. You know what I'm saying? Just like somebody who's gaming all day. And then you got your Cheetos and your energy drink or your soda. I used to be that guy, so I know firsthand that, you know. Grand Theft Auto 3 back on PS2, I played that game literally for like 30 hours straight. And there's people who game way longer than that. Straight up. Doing nothing but getting up to the bathroom. I'm not even online and I wasn't even online and I was doing that. Just imagine the people that's doing it now, especially the ones that's making some money streaming off of it. You know what I'm saying? You have to get up. You gotta have some sunlight. You gotta go outside. You gotta walk. You know what I'm saying? Gotta move. Gotta do something. You know, ain't nobody said run marathons. Ain't nobody said get on bikes and do. Now I do basketball cardio. Ain't nobody even said you gotta do that. But that's another easy way. And when I say basketball cardio, I don't mean you gotta be good at basketball. These guys just boxed. They're very out of shape. I'm guessing Orlando Brown gotta be close to 40% body fat. Ray J got to be like 25 or more percent body fat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to be single digit body fat. I'm not saying for a healthy male 15% body fat. For a healthy female early 20s% body fat. You know what I'm saying? You get below 20% body fat as a female, you're shredded. You get below 10%, you get below 12% body fat for a male, you're pretty lean, you're pretty ripped. You get below that, you're shredded. You know what I'm saying? You get below that, you might as well step on stage at a bodybuilding show. You know? Even if you don't have the muscle, there's other stages of bodybuilding, all right? But I'm just saying, what I'm saying is, to me, there's no excuse because, you know, as a man, especially when you get into your 30s and 40s, I would start practicing when you're younger, but when you get in your 30s and 40s, health-wise, looks maxing, they call it nowadays. If you look at who's popping and who's not, most of the time, people take you more serious when you're lean. You don't got to be the biggest muscular guy.